into the first Ki, about a third of the way into the map. No breaks for Ohio yet. No significant advantage to be made, thanks to very similar accuracy, very similar combo, basically across the board. 80 combo behind his flash out, with the accuracy staying high on Taquito and him. 97 on Aryu, a bit behind cast rates. Really almost dead even. And there goes cast rates at the first real serious miss, as we are about halfway through. So he is now 500 combo behind. Flash of Show gonna find an instant break as well. That is suboptimal. Taquito doing what he can, but it's gonna be Ohio able to take a pretty sizable lead. Utsuwa finds the first break for Ohio on a little buzz slider. But Aryu Blaze, the duo, doing what they do best, holding on to a lot of combo for their team. And not gonna be a lot New York can do until Ohio finds a couple more breaks. Taquito is matching, actually exceeding Kablaze with a higher accuracy, but Ohio has a full FC to their name that New York cannot match. And Cast Raids and Flasho both having a significant amount of trouble in this portion now as we get into the harder sections of this map. It's clearly a little bit distraught about the miss, but not the end of the world, as the team is backing him up just fine. And we come towards the last quarter. 300,000 point lead for Ohio. With another break, not having the best of time on this pick. Fortunately for him, Aryu and Kablaze are having a fine time on this pick, and so is Taquito. Looking like he might end up top scoring at this rate, 99.7 AC. Very impressive stuff. But Ohio, I think, unless Kablaze finds a late break, 300k lead, not going to matter. Ohio can sort of pick whatever, because as long as they have somebody who can at least close to match Taquito or match Taquito perfectly, the other two players will most likely do as well as or better than the other two for New York on most of their picks. So, as we see, Chaos Raids and Flasho, 463, 410k. Meanwhile, Kablaze 760 and Utsuwa 460. And Aryu and Taquito are going to match full combos. It's going to be a 300,000 point win at the end for Ohio. Excuse me, Aryu broke at the end. I apologize. So wait, yeah, Aryu and Taquito both. Okay, they matched combos. I apologize. Taquito with a higher score, 99 AC. Does a lot for a guy. But Ohio just better score across the board. And so they will take the early lead, take the 1-0 on their own first pick, and it goes over to New York for their own.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the scariest mouth in the world.
It's funny to see New York banning Hidden 2, considering Taquito. Makes you wonder what their plans are to pick in this matchup. If they're banning something that their own best player is really good at. Obviously the problem there being that Ohio is really good at that as well. I think ideally if you're Ohio, you want to see things that avoid Taquito, or that he's a little weaker on. We are waiting on the pick here. I'm thinking maybe it's a left-hand map, and it is. Nomad 2 is the pick. Nekomato Kaio UMR and someone. So we're going to go into the Camellia Nomad 2. It's going to be Oborozuki Okumo wo Mosakinu. I probably massively messed that up because that title is hard to say. So, Ohio first picking kind of an alt-aim linear pattern free mod. And New York going a very different direction with things here, going to Nomad stream map. Plenty of aim required in this, the flow aim variety. And, of course, some awkward rhythms to contend with as well. We've talked about the 1/3s at length. Players taking quite some time to get into the lobby here. I'm going to see Kablaze, Utsuha, Airyu, it looks like, for Ohio. Still waiting on New York's third. I believe it's Taquito, right? Like, I think he played this before for them. Real quick here. I guess I could be mistaken. Yeah, Taquito played this and top scored it last time, so I'm not sure what he's doing unless he like wanted to look at some pattern in editor, but I feel like, you know, they should probably be about out of time by now. Don't really know what's going on, but we should get going here. There we are. Taquito has arrived. We've got UMR, Nekomato, Okayu, Taquito, New York, Kablaze, Utsuha, Airyu, Ohio. I don't think either of these teams kind of like thought of as, you know, oh my gosh, what a good stream team, but they're obviously both solid at it if they're still alive at this point in the tournament. Late round nerves, though, start to play a role. Get an early break out of both Airyu and Nekomato, Okayu. Not going to affect anything, though. You just don't see FCs on this map. Somewhere, eventually, just people fall off of those difficult to aim streams. It just happens sooner or later. But Ohio gonna happily take whatever advantage they can get in the early goings here. We're gonna go into the first Ki. This one's pretty short. Here we go, into the stream. Very tricky to aim. Nekomato, Kai, Taquito both break. Kablaze does as well, but Airyu and Utsuha still alive. UMR doing what he can for New York, trying to keep them alive. His accuracy suffering, but his combo's still there. Utsuha and Airyu, though, keeping things going, and it's going to be a decent-sized lead for Ohio coming out of this first long stream section, as Utsuha still has the FC, and Airyu is not that far behind. 160k. Ooh, UMR breaks on not even a stream section. You cannot afford to break there, especially when you are your team's only FC. They gotta hope for a really good performance on the back half of this map now. That lead is blossoming out over 300,000 points, and Airyu and Utsuha showing no signs of letting up at all. Taquito and Nekomato really have to get things together here. There's only a quarter of the map left. There's a lot of score left in that section of the map, though. It's not, strictly speaking, over. It feels like it's pretty over, and if Ohio holds for a little bit longer, it will be, but if Airyu and Utsuha both fall apart, and Taquito and Nekomato can both see the ending, there goes Taquito. That's gonna really do it. Amazing stuff from Ohio here. And there goes Nekomato Okayu as well. Utsuha and Airyu. No big deal. Airyu finally breaks, but it's going to be over 800k from him. And Utsuha still on the FC. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Utsuha brings home the FC for Ohio, and that is a 2-0 lead early on in this match. The very fast break point. Just what the doctor ordered for the Ohioans. Well done, Utsuha. I think that's the first FC we've seen on that map in this weekend. It has only been picked a few times. I believe that is the fourth time. Yeah, it's the fourth time it's been picked. So I guess it's been picked enough. 6 matches, 4 picks. Or 8 matches, 4 picks. Sorry. But still in all, well done to Utsuha. And a quick break point. Not something that New York would have liked to have happen. Now Ohio, what's their next best pick? As they look for the consolidation of that early break point. Hidden 1 and Hidden 3 have probably picks that they will consider, assuming that they have 2 good players on them, as long as one person matches Taquito and then another one backs up that first. Free mods 1 and 2, both there. You know what Ohio is capable of on free mods. But it's going to be no mod 4. I feel like I never expect people to pick this and then they just do it. So it's going to be our long title, Kenra no Yume ga Gotoku Epsilon Remix. And it is going to be the no mod kind of tech consistency aim pick. believe Ohio, I want to say they played this in their other match? Yep, this was their first pick, actually, against Michigan. And let's see, they did end up putting up a 1.3 million. Not a remarkably good score, nobody over 500K, but, you know, it was good enough to win in that match. They're gonna need to, I think, improve on that score, just for safety's sake in this one. Alright, I think we should be about set to go here. Both these teams taking their sweet time in these lobbies, but we've got Kablaze Area, Utsuha, Fumo, Akamatsu, and Takedo. Oh, would I have expected Akamatsu in on this? I did not play this. Wasn't picked or banned in their first match, so not anything to go on there for New York. You know, another one where, much like most of the maps for New York, you know, you're just expecting Cast Raids and Fumo, or Takedo, Cast Raids and Fumo, yeah. You're expecting Cast Raids and Takedo to do well, and then you just kind of get what you get out of the third player. But Ohio really, I think, needs to improve their score from the previous time. Like, you need to get somebody with a big combo, at least, you know, into the ending or near enough. You know, something like 600, 700K or so. I don't know that sub 500K across the board is going to be good enough twice. I don't know that you can get that lucky in this kind of late stage of a tournament. But you never know. I guess it could end up being that good. This map just doesn't feel... You know, it's not. It's mechanically challenging only to a certain degree. A lot of it's about knowing the sliders, because that's where we see a lot of breaks. Akamatsu, for example, 2 early slider breaks on that first section there. And Ohio will take the lead. Akamatsu missing once again, not having a great start. Plenty of time for him to come back, though. It's nearly 4 minutes long, if not around that, yeah. But Ohio going to build up a bit of a lead in the early stage. Cast Raids and Takedo both holding on just fine for themselves. That's what New York needs and expects. Utsuha gonna be the first to break. Find several misses on that stream, so that'll even things out. Combo technically in favor, not technically about it, the combo is in favor of New York. Only a 27K gap. Ohio wasn't able to get much out of it since it was so early and the scores hadn't really started to grow. So we're now watching the power squads, Kablaze, Airyu, Takedo, and Chaos Raids. Utsuha again having some trouble here. Maybe not quite the best day for him. Akamatsu, though, fortunately, is going to bail out Ohio a little bit there with another break. They're going to keep the lead, but it is tenuous at best because Kablaze area, you have to maintain the double FC as long as Cast Raids and Takedo maintain theirs. Stays very close. Utsuha once again breaking, really struggling on this map. He was their top score on this on the match yesterday, during the match yesterday. 495K, I believe, or right around there. Boy, it is very lucky for Ohio that Akamatsu is having as much trouble as Utsuha is, because you can't expect that to happen. If somebody's playing as poorly on a map as Utsuha is, you would not really expect to still be in the lead like they are here, because you just know that Chaos Raids and Takedo are probably double FCing this. Fortunately, Kablaze and Airyu are handling business. That lead is not big at all. This is going to come to the situation where we might come into that last geometric space stream, and if either of the Kablaze and Airyu or Fumo and Takedo breaks on it, then it's just instantly very interesting. No breaks here. Oh my... New York, no! New York, no! Taquito and Chaos Raids. Oh, that is so sad, man. Oh, that is tragic. Ohio has done what they needed to. By the way, they have improved their score. They've got 2 FCs coming into the ending with 650K, like exactly what I said they needed. They have done. They've executed on that. But man, Taquito and Chaos Raids both slider breaking on the same note out of that break into the last Ki. I mean, your heart just goes out to them because that straight lost it right there. But this is looking like it might be a double FC from Ohio, at which point it wouldn't even matter. They both make it through that awkward big slider section. Just coming into the ending, these are the 2 best scores we'll have seen of the weekend on this, as to be expected from Kablaze and Airyu, defending OWC champions. Trying to run back their top 3 from last year. It's a double full combo on Nomad 4. Yeah, that's an 800,000 point improvement from Ohio over their play on it yesterday. But man, you just feel for Taquito and Chaos Raids, who only broke Taquito with the slider break on that one section, Fumo with that slider break, and 1 miss after. Oh man, that is not a map you sight read, guys. You just don't sight read this sort of, like I've said time and time again, you cannot afford to be sight reading on a semifinals pool, because that sort of thing is what happens, and it just straight loses you the map. Oh man, that is rough. Man, well, Ohio consolidates their break point. They take a 3-0 lead. And New York now on the back foot. Still plenty of time to go. With this being best of 11, Ohio still needs 3 more points. It's not like this is over yet by any means, but it's the way they wanted to start off, with a nice early break point and then a consolidation thereof. What's the next pick here for New York? First pick, Nomad 2, didn't work out for them, and they're just going to say, screw it, Nomad 1 it is. I don't love this pick. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I don't love this pick. Like at all. Ohio played this against Michigan. They got 2 million on it, and that's with Taro not having a good time. Taro 384K, but Kablaze FC'd and Airyu put up 725K. I don't know that I like this pick from New York here. I think this is a little questionable. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, like I like to say, we'll see how it goes. You don't want to write anybody off instantly when the pick comes out. But Taquito, Fumo, Nekomato, Caillou versus Kablaze, Airyu, Taro, man. I mean, you know, if you're New York picking this, assuming you looked at the MP from Ohio yesterday, like, you have to assume they put up around 2 million. I don't think you expect necessarily an FC again, but I think you do expect an improvement from Taro. I mean, 384K is not a great score. So, you know, maybe you just kind of expect like 2 700Ks and a 500K, somewhere around there. But I don't know. a lot of stuff is going to feel questionable, I think, for New York in this matchup. I end up in that position a lot when I'm talking about these picks, because against a team like Ohio, you know, you're just going to say, well, Ohio has this player and this player and this player. Takito saying, I don't want to play this game, so maybe the mental not in the best spot for him. Did lose in YSC last night against Arnold in kind of demoralizing fashion. So maybe not in the best mental state today coming into this match, but still going to see what he can do. Put forth his best effort here in No Mod 1. New York needs this pick, I think. They really want to get on the board here. They fall down that 4-0, and this gets pretty tough in a hurry to make any sort of comeback. You know, 3-0, that's one break point. Like, it's just not the end of the world. But 2 break points against a team as strong of front runners as Ohio are, playing the way that Kablaze and Ariu are after a double FC on No Mod 4 like that. We will find out, though. I think eyes on Taro here for Ohio. Will need to improve that score from yesterday. Again, I think he needs to do better. I think as a team, they don't necessarily need to do that much better, but I think Taro definitely needs to improve his score. New York, you know, solid aim players. Caserates Takito, very good at aim. Nekomato Kaio has played fairly well on mechanics over the course of this tournament. But it's hard to match up against the Ohio consistency on picks like this. It's going to be the early break from Taro, though. He's the first one in the lobby. It's the question mark, man. You know, he's been kind of getting the third player treatment for Ohio. Taro going in for stuff that maybe they don't have a better third for. Nekomato Kaio is kind of in a similar position for New York with Takito and Fumo as compared to Kablaze and Ariu. So it's kind of a wash in that regard, but I do think the consistency and skill cap advantage to Kablaze and Ariu is there. Just solid aim players, solid consistency players. And there's a break from Casserades. Taro misses as well, but that really doesn't matter as much. It's Casserades breaking that's going to be damaging because there's still 2 FCs for Ohio now against just the one of Takito. You know, we'll see though. Only a third to slightly before halfway through. Still a lot of time left in this one, and Ohio's lead is not that big yet. And there's Ariu breaking. He will not replicate his score from yesterday. Combo lead will go to New York. Let's see what happens with Takito. Holds on to that FC. There goes Casserades though. Halfway through, another miss for him. Kablaze and Taro ever so slightly behind Takito and Nekomato Kaio, so the score lead should actually go over to New York eventually, but I don't know if the combo, it's only 110 combo difference. It's going to stay very close. Let's just leave it at that. So, eyes on Kablaze, eyes on Takito. Likewise, eyes on Nekomato Kaio and Taro. There's Taro breaking once again. He is not having a good time, similarly to yesterday. And the lead will go over to New York. Kablaze and Takito matching each other's FCs. But their fate now of this map lies with New York. If Nekomato Kaio can hold on to this big combo and Takito holds on to his FC, they'll be fine. The lead is slim. Fumo finding another break, not helping things out, but the big combo from Nekomato Kaio kind of shoring up any gap they would have. Takito managing to keep that FC alive. It's going to be tight coming down towards the ending, though. Nekomato Kaio, though, doing a great job. Consistency showing up after that early miss, and we just have the ending to come. The combo lead, maybe dead even. I think it's actually slightly in favor of New York still, thanks to Nekomato Kaio. There's a break from Ariu, and this is going to be New York getting on the board. They're going to put their first point up. Taro will improve his score ever so slightly from yesterday, but Ariu dropping by 200,000 points, not optimal, and it's going to be the victory going to New York as both teams finish out. Well, Ohio just shy of 2 million, New York 2.1, and they managed to get a point. First map for New York. FC from Takito. I don't want to play in this match. Proceeds to FC the next map. No problem. Takito saying, I can't read this with Nomad. Brother, you just FC'd the map. I'm going to say you can read it just fine. I think you can read it all right. But next pick, Ohio, still in the lead with that 3-1, with that consolidated break point in their favor. And I think... do you go free mod 2 here? Free mod 1 or free mod 2, I think, is probably the play. Could be hidden 1, though. Or even no mod 5 or something. I don't really feel like there's kind of a defined, like, pick this option here. I've taken some time to think about it. Well, it's going to be Nomad 3, so if anybody wants a nap, now is the time. Oh, man. I am currently sleeping. Not only is this song like a resident sleeper, it's also 4.5 minutes long. At Dada, please stop pulling 4-minute and 17-second Nomad 3s. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, well, sorry, but I have no ability to get excited about this map. I apologize. Not doing my job as a commentator. I will hold this L. But this map is 4 minutes long, and it's like 130 BPM alt, and I just want to die. I think it's a good pick for Ohio. They're really good at this sort of stuff, but you know, it's gonna be the same roster that you kind of expect from these teams: Blazer, Utua, Casserades, Taquito, and Flasho. So both teams more than capable of doing well on maps like this. Bancho, however, is not more than capable of doing well. Goodness sake, this service, man. Oh. See how long the 6-way full combo stays alive for this map. Into the first Ki here. A little bit of an accuracy lead to Ohio, but I mean, not really much to speak of here. Aryu is the first one to break. That was a slider break, and I mean, we know how good he is at ult. That's very surprising. Now New York gonna have the ability to bring this gap back down once the combo eclipses the accuracy, but it's not gonna happen. Flasho is the next to find a miss. So Kablaze and Utua on the FCs, matching Casserades Taquito. And Aryu will recover just fine. I mean, it's a 1 slider break, 0-100, I'm fairly sure. Bottom map to go, though. Barely a third through. 700 combo in. It's going to be cast raised the next to break on that big spaced pattern. All three of Ohio hold on through it. So the combo lead ever more in their favor. Oh, it's a break from Utsuba though. Now that's down to Blaze with the last FC. Going to try to match Taquito. Flasho with another miss though. It's going to help out Ohio as Airyu still holds. And there goes Taquito. No FCs and no combo on New York either at all. So it is Blaze and Airyu once again taking a big lead for Team Ohio. At this point in the map, it's going to be pretty rough because Taquito is going to get capped very hard while Kablaze is still going and still building up lots of score. And Airyu on a near 700 combo there just in case of a Kablaze break. Utsuwa once again having some trouble, not playing his best match, but getting away with it here. He's putting up enough score that Kablaze and Airyu can carry the way through. This is kind of tragic for Airyu, actually. Currently on one slider break 0-100, I'm fairly sure. Blaze still in the FC. Fumo and Flasho get slow slidered. And there goes Taquito. Alright, well, quarter of the map still to come, but it is over. The Blaze still on the FC, man. What a play. Airyu did find a miss at the end of that section, but it won't matter. Taquito on a 500 combo, but really no hope there because it just cannot bring back 600,000 points. Very good pick here from Ohio. This one was quite smart, I think. Blaze just got to hit this ending now for the FC to happen. Will it occur? Does she have what it takes at the big space pattern in the end? Yes, she does. Blaze with the FC. And Ohio can take the pick by just shy of 700k and a 4-1 lead. And Ohio, New York coming out with their next pick very quickly. It's going to be No Mod 6, the instant, which I don't know about No Mod 6 into Ohio. You just expect Taquito to do well on it. You're picking for Taquito. I feel like New York and Taquito, just, you have to say them both every time. You can't just say New York without saying Taquito. All right. Well, same three staying in on both sides. No player changes for this map. Time for some rhythm gaming. So pretty tricky, no mod 6. Gonna be able to, gonna have to tap quite well. Gonna have to follow these sliders as well. And we'll see who can do well on this. Tommy FC'd it for SoCal. But will anybody in this match be able to replicate it? All 6 make it through the intro. Utuha Kablaze both instantly break, though. No, they don't. Utuha does not. Kablaze does. Taquito does also. Okay, Kablaze didn't break, but then Utuha did after? Okay. And Taquito didn't break either, and neither did Utuha? Okay, there haven't been any actual breaks. That is the most Bancho I've ever seen in my life. Aryu, Kablaze, Fumo, maybe all just broke? Aryu maybe broke? Fumo, I don't know what's happening anymore. I give up on trying to commentate. Every break I've seen in this, every break we have seen in this through the first 430 combo has been fake. That is unbelievable, actually. Also, all 6 players are still holding full combos. That doesn't happen on this map. But, like, what? Nah, but, okay, Aryu? Utuha? Maybe real misses? I saw X's that time. There goes Flash O. Okay, I guess Aryu and Utuha were actual misses, and then so was Flash O's. There go Aryu and Utuha again. Cast Raid's Taquito still holding, and this is just gonna be a New York point, I guess, but what are we watching? Taquito, by the way, 97 AC. You're not supposed to 97 AC FC this. Like, it's just not allowed. That's insane from Taquito. That's nuts, man. I don't even know. That's a 400k win for New York, but that's just a Taquito moment. Also, Cast Raids broke, like, right near the end. It was almost a double FC. And so 4-2, New York staying in touch here. Only 1 break point, still making up the advantage for Team Ohio, who I still kind of expect to go into free mod here at some point. They have the free mod 1 and 2 available to them. Free mod 5 available to them. Hidden's 1 and 3. I mean, there's options here. DT2 and DT3. I think it's probably free mod 1. I think if they were going to go with free mod, it would be mod 2. But kind of hard to say as of right now. I think if you're gonna go free mod as Ohio here, it's free mod 2. And if not, there's a lot of other options out there. Like, Hidden 3 could be an option. I think they're probably worried about Taquito on Hidden 3. Ohio taking their sweet time here. Could see DT. Nope. Okay. Yep. Free mod 2. Okay. As expected then. As expected then. It is going to be 2004 breakup. This has been a very popular pick in this pool. The 4th time it's played. And Ohio is gone. All right, well. Do we go? Does Ohio go Utsuha easy here? Surely not, right? I mean, it's CS5 Air 8, but I don't think it's really easy for most people. We saw Vector do it before, though, so it does establish some precedent for that being feasible. I mean, you're probably going to see your standard, like, Airyu, Hard Rock, Utsuha maybe easy, maybe Nomad, and the Kablaze, depending on what Utsuha does, are maybe hidden. Utsuha easy flashlight. I somehow don't think anyone goes flashlight on this. Alright, so we are set to go. We've got Airyu, Kablaze, Utsuha for Ohio. We've got Chaos Rays, Takedo, Flasho for New York. Let us see what we go for mods. I'm expecting Fuma, Hard Rock, Takedo, Hidden, Flasho, no mod. Ohio, though, a little bit up in the air. But I would think Airyu, Hard Rock, Kablaze, Hidden, Utsuha, no mod is going to be the play, and there it is. So, we are set. Map number 7. Ohio in their 4th pick. Looking to take a match point 5-2 lead. Still only one break point, though, separating the teams. Ready with the early break to match Chaos Raids with a couple. A little bit surprising. I would expect him to be very comfortable on this with Hard Rock, but, you know, early misses happen. Utsuha Kablaze on the SS's of both, giving a little bit of an accuracy lead to Ohio. Also Airyu with the ACK lead over Fumo, so it's really just across the board there. Alright, where are we gonna see breaks? Into the chorus. To me, Airyu is beating Takedo and Flasho. Oh, that is disastrous for New York. Kablaze and Utsuha has to hold on. There goes Chaos Raids as well. All 3 combos gone in an instant for New York. Kablaze and Utsuha holding strong on Hidden and on Nomad. And even get through that square. We are halfway through the lead to 200k like that. And if they can maintain those combos for a bit longer, it's going to get even bigger. We're going to see an uncomebackable map without a break from Ohio here shortly. Utsuha gives New York a little bit of hope, but Flasho finds a break immediately after, and Fumo does not have combos, so it's just Takedo at 140. The Blaze is chilling. I can't tell if that's off timer or my music's not synced right. Huh. Anyway, Kablaze still in the hidden FC. Airyu 99.3 with Hard Rock, by the way. Doing quite well for herself. Kablaze does finally break, but there's no combo on New York, so it just does not matter. It's going to be a big win for Ohio on this pick. They're going to take that 5-2 lead. That's a very good pick from Ohio. A very expected pick. I mean, you kind of knew they were going to go free mod here, and free mod 2 much more optimized for them, I think, than free mod 1. But you still got to execute on that pick, and they did that. I mean, right around a 2 million, a little under. There he finds late break. 1.95. And Ohio has not dropped a break point. We'll go 5-2. Now, match points down for New York. Their tournament lives are 1 point away from ending. What will they pick to try to stay in this match at least another map? The options remaining to them. Nomad 5, Hidden 1, Hidden 3, Hard Rocks 1 and 2, DTs 2 and 3, Free Mod 1. Plenty of maps still here. Maybe you say Hidden 3 and just tell Taquito to send it.
Your voice still rings in my head. It's not getting better yet. Never forget what you said. Still close my eyes and see you haunting.
I don't think you go Hard Rock if you're New York. Maybe Hidden 1. Maybe Nomad 5, depending on how they feel about that skill set, but I think that one's kind of risky. I think any of the DTs are very high risk for either team. I don't know that we're going to see a DT picked because of that reason.
I don't deserve this. I am not worthless.
No, but it's going to be DT3. New York opting for the Dada ZTS double time pick. Resurrected Replayer is going to be the way we go. So 210 BPM, meaning it's not incredibly fast, but does require some pretty decent left hand, like, stamina finger control. Stamina obviously not as high as, you know, kind of previous DT3s, but it's there. Ooh, almost the hardest thing on this map is, like, not randomly breaking on the buzz sliders. So we wait once again for players to join the lobby. Looks like we are going to see probably Taquito, Catrades, Flasho for New York, Blaze Ariu, and somebody for Ohio. And Uzuo will be the third. No real surprise there. Fairly, really good at speed. So we will get into it. Ohio looking to close out the match with a break point. New York looking to stay alive at least one pick longer. It's going to be on a DT, which is a pool that we have not seen picked from. We saw 2 DT bans, but we have not seen any DT picks. Ohio did ban double time 1, so maybe a little afraid of New York's ability to play, you know, kind of mechanics types of stuff, but this one is tricky for kind of a different reason than DT1 is tricky, requiring more of the tapping and finger control, as well as the ability to kind of aim some of these awkward streams. A classic Bancho at the beginning here. And we want to start a timer. Flasho, maybe the first to break, maybe Bancho. Watch his combo, see what happens. Okay, it looks like his combo's not coming back. I don't think. So it'll be a small early lead for Ohio, but a lot of time in this one. It's a pretty lengthy map. Cast Raids will be the next to break. Again, not that far into it yet, so it's not going to be the end of days, but it's going to open up a little bit of a lead for Ohio. See what they can do to grow it. Taquito doing what he can. 98.5 act, the best in the lobby, but unfortunately just has no backing from his teammate Cast Raids. Flasho has recovered pretty well. Can prevent Ohio from getting a runaway here. It is going to be a 200k lead. Just about halfway through. What's going to happen on this pattern? Everybody seems to break here. It's Flasho is the one to miss on the end of that pattern. Somebody in every match has broken on the last couple notes of that pattern. Unfortunate for New York that it had to be Flasho. And now dire straits for the New York side as Ohio retains the 3-way full combo and a 300,000 point lead. New York needs them to break soon. There is still a lot of score left, probably 600k. If Taquito can hold the FC, that's about their last hope in this tournament. Lag here, we should be fine. Into some tricky patterning here at the end. Ohio needs to hold to make sure that they have an untouchable lead. Airyu does not. Opens the door just a little bit. Kumo and Kea and Flasho, though, both find breaks. Taquito makes it through the Buzz Slider, so does Kablaze. Utua breaks, but there is simply not enough score left now for it to matter. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate Team Ohio, who will advance onward to the next round with a breakpoint victory on Resurrected Replayer. As the last map of the match, Taquito doing what he could, put up an FC, but just not enough as all 3 Ohio players went over 700k. Chaos Raids and Flasho did not have the best of times. So GG well played to New York. They will have to settle for a top 12 finish. And Ohio will go onward into the next round. Well done to them. They just played better, about all you can say about that match. Ohio was simply the stronger team over the course of this one. And the 6-2 scoreline really does reflect that. Taquito did everything he could, but it was just not quite enough there. Ohio too strong with the Erika Blaze, Utsuha 3-person roster, doing so much work over the course of this match, over the course of this entire tournament, really, and they will get to continue doing so as they go on into the next round. Take a look at the bracket here. First, our winner's bracket, of course. Florida with the win over SoCal will meet Virginia in the winner's bracket final. And down in the losers, we're going to see the all-California matchup. SoCal versus NorCal. And in the losers' other match, it's going to be Massachusetts versus Ohio. Massachusetts, the crushing defeat, making it all the way to a tiebreaker against Virginia without tie-bye, but unfortunately didn't quite have what it took to become victorious on that tiebreaker. And next weekend, going to be iffy for them. I don't know that they're going to have their full roster available, so that one's going to be tough. But we have now our top 6. Florida, Virginia in the winner's bracket final. One of those teams guaranteed a top 2 spot. Both of them, of course, guaranteed a top 3. And down in the loser's bracket, SoCal, NorCal, Massachusetts, Ohio will fight their way through. One of those 4 teams will advance onward to Grand Finals weekend after all the dust settles next week. But who will it be? That is the question that we will answer. So we'll be back, I believe tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll have our finals map pool showcase. We will have our finals schedule. And then next weekend, the weekend of the 7th and 8th of August, we will have losers bracket, round 6 and 7, winners bracket final. We'll have our top 3 teams decided by the end of next weekend. But those are going to be some incredible matches. We got some good ones this week. That Virginia versus Massachusetts tiebreaker, Florida 6-4 over SoCal. Great stuff to watch. And it'll just keep getting better. Some amazing matchups to come. Congratulations to our winners this weekend, to those top 6 advancing onward. Florida, Virginia, NorCal, Ohio, SoCal, and Massachusetts joining in the losers bracket. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. We will see you all for the map pool showcase, and then we'll see you next weekend for the finals of USC 2021. Thank you to everyone who's here. Thank you to the sponsor, HyperX. Have a great night.